So there's a beautiful story in the life of Narsi Mehta. Narsi Mehta was a sage who lived in the 1400s. He's regarded as the father of Gujarati music. He composed the famous Vaishnav Janto, which was Gandhiji's favorite bhajan. And he lived in this state of total self-giving to Krishna. So he never asked for anything, but there were always very sticky situations in his life, and there was once a time when his son had to go and collect his bride. Those days there was child marriage, no? And when the girl came of age, so they got married, and the girl went and lived at the parents' house till she achieved puberty. Then the husband had to go and collect the bride. And you have to go with gifts and a procession, and there were all those traditions. And Narsi Mehta didn't have any money, because whatever he got, he gave away. He lived like that. And he got a note from the bride, his son's father-in-law, that come immediately or I'm calling off the marriage, you've delayed it too long. So Narsi Mehta made a leap of faith. He said, okay, I don't have any gifts, but Krishna will take care of it. So he started walking, and he didn't have very rich friends. His friends were people who were ordinarily dressed. They had emaciated cows instead of a royal procession. So it was like a very poor looking procession that headed towards the bridegroom's wife's house. And along the way, suddenly they were joined by this very rich procession of horses and stately men, led by a very, very stately person. And that person delivered all the gifts to Narsi's son's father-in-law. And Narsi Mehta and the person asked him, but who are you? So that stately man who had come giving all the gifts said, I'm Narsi's servant. And then when Narsi Mehta was told this, that all these gifts have come, and there was this beautiful man, and when he was asked, he said he was your servant. And Narsi heard this, and one version of the story says that he just went into a total trance and disappeared somewhere into the outskirts, because of course he recognized it was none other than his Krishna. So that's what Sri Aurobindo is saying, the soul that gives itself totally to God, God also gives himself totally to you. So it's like a mutual thing. The amount you give yourself to God, God gives to you. The amount you give yourself to the ego, that much you cut yourself away from God.